Whew. So I wanted to do a video. I just had the astrology reading, and thank you so much. I don't know if you'll see this, but I'll tag you in it anyway. To Savage Starseed for doing that and holding that space for me and getting those messages through, which is, it's everything. Everything's everything. It's like stepping into suspending your own belief and stepping into the idea that this could work, and just having a simple hypothesis. You know, if you're of science, if you're of reason and rationality, and this other side, this kind of right brain creative or whatever, doesn't match with this logic, and you know there's no evidence of this and therefore it doesn't exist, which you know isn't scientific to me. Science started through natural philosophy and curiosity. Religion and science are both humans search for meaning. We're hardwired to look and find meaning. But anyway, you know, just have the hypothesis of, is this true? Can this help me? Whether it's factual, if you want to look at fact like that, like it doesn't matter. Everything's a model of reality. Every thought, every feeling is a communication. And now is the time where we step up and really ask ourselves, what are we living for? What are we doing? And it's such a big, scary question. And actually it's just, you know, one moment at a time, which we all kind of, well, not all of us, but a lot more of us now are waking up. And we've kind of integrated this in the mind. We've read the self-help books. We've had these conversations. But through my reading, I'm really being called to follow your heart and your truth, which we're all being called to do. And yeah, I've always been comfortable in the darkness and the shadow. It's always been a comfort to me almost. But again, it's that, am I looking and witnessing and opening and being brave and challenging and harnessing? Or am I squandering and playing and blaming and escaping? Because the darkness is an ally, but it's not one to be fucked with, and it will just keep throwing you round and round and round and round until you stop and get back into where you are, you know, and everything's light and shadow and dark and everything. But yeah, I am being really called step by step to just love myself and look after myself and ask myself what I need and give a shit about the answer. And it's so painful to look at that. And really frustrating as well. Like, can you imagine if we were taught how to do this at a young age, like, you know? But yeah, and just thank you to someone who has done that and is stepping into their power. That you can take courage and be like, yeah, yes, me too, without it needing to be a threat or this unattainable goal, you know. And Savage Starseed really does that in her readings. You can really tell she gives a fuck and wants to engage in that way, and it's something that's fulfilling her, and so that's reflected back. And she's a fellow Pisces as well, so that really, we could relate very deeply there together. So yeah. I don't know how much to get into really of the astrology. See her if you're interested. But for me, these videos are really about me watching them back and my feeling and getting back into who I am and my heart in this moment, and knowing that does bring all the trauma and all the fear. Like, there is a physical ache in my heart, you guys. Like, this shit hurts. But to quote Eminem and Sia, which is a great song, it's a beautiful kind of pain. And my friend India told me that actually it hurts to hold on. Releasing pain is actually euphoric and ecstatic. It hurts to hold on to it, but we're taught to hold on to it. And actually it's very natural for us to hold on to it until it is safe to be released. And like, God, even doing that, like, fuck me, like, yeah. I'm so scared of being rejected and not being seen and felt and understood and all these things that I say. And I'm realising I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this for anyone else who might work with me in the future, because I do think I'm a healer and a teacher. Sarah gave me an expression about I'm on the roof at the moment. I'm on the roof just looking, and I'm gathering my energy, and it's fucking hard because there's always that part of me that's like, I'm not doing enough, I'm letting myself down, I'm letting everyone down, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I'm doing everything I need, because you know what? I'm here to fucking learn how to love myself. And, I shared a photo the other day, and it's like, we cannot judge and criticise ourselves into change. We can only love ourselves into evolution. And it can be fierce and badass, and it can be like, look at your shit, this isn't working. But it's not the same as being like, you're pathetic and you're wrong. It's like, this is what we needed to do, and this is where we're here. And thank fuck that we have the eyes to see now, and the heart to open and feel, and we're ready. And being a mom is really helping me do that. And just knowing, like, imagine your friend or your loved one like coming to you and being like, I'm really, really struggling, and you being like, well, you can't, and you're shit, and you're not allowed to feel that. Like, it's painful, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to myself for doing that, and I'm so sorry to anyone else that I've done that to, where them being their authentic selves hasn't been welcome because it has triggered me, or it has been too much for me, or people that I've been like, yeah, I'm going to help you, and then let down because actually I'm coming from an inauthentic place, or promises I've made, or any kind of ego or shadow. Like, I am truly sorry. And it's not about apologising for yourself and being like, I'm shit and blah blah, but it's like, when I recognise the pain that I feel in me for all those people that just haven't been able to carry me in the way I've needed, because I'm not carrying myself in the way I've needed, I am also sorry for anyone that I haven't been able to carry, because maybe carry's the wrong word, but support. Like, the soul is here to assist one another. Like, we are one family and one community, and we may not all be able to like each other or get on, but the more empowered we are in ourselves, the more we realise, like, anyone that I can't or don't love is because of an unhealed place in me. And it is tragic that it's that way. Like, it is tragic that we can't all get along and love one another. Like, that is not a hippie trite thing. That is like on the deepest level. We all deserve love, and the more love we give and receive, the better this world is. And yet we're waiting for people who are worthy and deserving, like, of our time, of our energy. Yes, put your boundary, but of our love, fuck man, no. Everyone deserves love and needs love. Like, it's what we're made of, it's what we run on. So yeah, just
Where's the baby's milk?
sorry, I'm gonna go. I love everyone.